Hello and welcome to the Garian Tabletop. I am Garian Rivan and this is a Far Waste devlog. I mentioned in the previous devlog, in which I launched my game development branch, Rivan Games, that I've been looking at the Far Waste in a different light. While we are close to beginning playtesting, I want to make sure the foundation is sound. I talked about how I was worried I was bogged down in convention and an overabundance of ideas, leading to the urge to refine and personalize this game. So what do I mean by that? I had the level cap, that is the maximum level you can reach in the Far Waste, at 25. While I liked this, enabling some long campaigns, I'm not sure it's the best idea. I populated the 25 levels by having honing every alternating level, and the rest of them providing either a new ability or an improvement to an existing one. The downside is that half the levels just increase numbers, and while numbers increasing is good and useful, it's not the most interesting. Instead, I'm thinking of reducing the level cap to 13, bit of a weird number, but stick with me. 13 is the cleanest way to reduce it from 25. Very simply, you hone every level and get an ability every level. I reckon this will make every level feel monumental. With each level up you get higher stats, new abilities, improvements and so on. There will be a tangible increase with each step you take, and from a game design perspective it should be easier to create and balance with about half the levels to work with. I see it as a win-win. A thing to note is that the XP for leveling up hasn't changed, so it might make campaigns too quick, but that'll be addressed in testing. Last thing, do you think 13's too weird a number? It'd take some rejigging, but I could push it up to 15 or maybe down to 10, or have a lore reason why 13 is an important number. Let me know your thoughts. Some games, mentioning no names, suffer from having too many ability options. That is to say, too many things a player can do in a given turn of combat, resulting in analysis paralysis. This is when someone takes so long to decide what to do that it impacts the enjoyment for other people. I see Far Waste combat as being very quick and brutal, being more about positioning than using the right one of your many abilities. Most combat turns will be firing your weapon, but that's fine if your turn comes around quite quickly and you have to adjust to a shifting battlefield. To preserve this, when many classes get what I call active abilities used in the heat of the moment, the answer is to limit the number of options you get. If even the most complex class is limited to 5 active abilities, combat is a lot less likely to be bogged down in options. To that end, and to show the reduced level cap, I have 3 alternate class tables for a simple class, the Commander Soldier, a medium complexity class, the Drone Pilot Machinist, and a complex class, the Vortex Transitor. I think it makes sense that classes that use gadgets are more complex than ones that use raw knowledge or inherent abilities. Not all classes will have the same number of abilities, letting players choose the complexity they want, and to account for other choice they may have. For example, the Chemist gets very few active abilities, but can make a wide variety of compounds. A few of the abilities on these new tables have been rewritten, bringing me to... I want the Far Waste to work just as well in social games as combat ones. By toning down the aggressiveness of the wasteland and by focusing more on interpersonal conflicts within settlements, there is no reason a combat light campaign wouldn't work. The Deb experience system that I've talked about before makes this possible, as it's an integrated way to gain experience without harming a single thing. But the abilities players get need to reflect this too. Because of that, I'm rewriting most of the abilities to have a stated non-combat use. Not all subclasses are as flexible as others. Soldiers tend to be good at fighting and not much else, with the Commander being sort of the exception. There will also be some subclasses that don't work as well in social games and some that don't work as well in combat, but they should all have some use in both. So hopefully that's given you a better idea of how I'm trying to refine the Far Waste. I'm really eager to begin playtesting, but I want to take a look at the core mechanics next. Make sure I didn't go with them just because that was the done thing. You should join us on the Gary and Riva Discord, check out the Farways Lab, and become a member on the Rivan Games Patreon, even as a free user, to show your support and help build a community. All of that is linked in the description. And please share this round to your friends in gaming groups so that we can continue to grow and improve. Thank you very much for watching. My website, Rivan Games Patreon, and the Farways Lab are all linked in the description. Subscribe for more Farways devlogs, or for board games, card games, miniatures, and TTRPGs like this. And I will catch you later.